Hi, I'm Linda Augsburg, Editorial Content Chief for American Patchwork and Quilting. And in this Show Me How video, brought to you by Baby Lock and the Crescendo Machine, I'm going to show you how to make this notebook cover. To get the instructions for this project, go to allpeoplequilt.com/showmehow notebook cover, and you can download the instructions. For the pieces that you'll need to cut for this project, you'll need two 5 by 12 inch pieces, one for the pocket and one for the pocket background. Then on the outside of the front, you'll also need a 12 by 14 inch piece, and you can see that wraps all the way around. For the inside, you'll need, of course, your lining piece, which is the foundation, and then the batting, and those two are both 14 by 20. Then for the two pockets and the two pocket backgrounds, you'll need a total of 4 pieces that are 12 by 16. You're going to start with your two 5 by 12 inch pieces. One is going to be the pocket, and that's at the bottom, and the other will be the back of the pocket. So you're going to fold the pocket piece in half so that it is 5 by 6. You're going to fold that wrong sides together, and then you're just going to press that top edge and stitch the 1/8 inch seam, just kind of basting that pocket to the pocket back piece. Next, you're going to sew that whole piece right sides together to the 12 by 14 inch piece, and that's going to make the notebook cover front and back. To finish the notebook cover front, you're going to layer the lining fabric, and you would have that again wrong side up, the batting, and your notebook cover front right side up, and then you're going to sew right down the middle. You're going to sew along that seam line, and then you're going to sew just above the pocket here through that back piece. Then you're going to baste along those edges at about 1/8 of an inch from the edge of the front. And then once you've got all those layers secured together, trim the batting and the lining even with the front. So that's where we are here. We've trimmed that batting and lining so that I've got the front piece finished. So now you're going to go to those 4 12 by 16 inch rectangles. You're going to pair them up, and they're going to be the inside flaps and pockets that hold your notebook in place. You're going to decide which ones are going to be the back and which ones are going to form the pocket, and you're going to fold the pockets so that they now measure 16 by 6. You're going to baste those to the background, and then you're going to fold that in half, wrong sides facing, and line up those edges nice, and then press. Do the same with the second set so that you have those two inside flaps ready. So now you place those two flaps with the pockets on the back and front edges of the front piece. And you'll see here, so here's the pocket we had on that front part. We're going to lay that over. Now that's right side to right side, but also right side up because we folded that in half, remember? So we're going to pin that in place. And you can see the same thing now. I've done the same thing here in the back, where the pocket is toward the bottom of the notebook cover, and I've pinned it with the folds of both of those pieces toward that center. Now I'm going to sew the two flaps along the raw edge. I'm going to go all the way around this notebook cover using 1/4 inch seam to attach both flaps, and then we'll turn them inside out. To finish off these inside edges, since you're going to be putting your notebook in and out a lot and you don't want that to ravel, just do a short zigzag stitch right over the edge of all of those layers. So you can see we're just going to sew along. It's okay that my needle is going off the right hand side as long as my needle is going in the fabric on the left hand side. That'll kind of bind that edge and keep it from fraying. So I've trimmed the corners. Now all I have to do is turn that right side out And this is, the front corner is going to be the hardest one to get into a nice position. So if you've got a little corner turner, this is a great time to use it. And just wiggle those corners out. And then pull that seam back and press. You'll do that with the back pocket as well. And again, give that a good pressing so those seams are right on the edge rather than rolled one way or another. Then you can just go ahead and tack this little extra bit down just to the lining fabric to make it nice and clean finish. And there you have it. I just love all the pockets in this notebook cover. There's a pocket on the front. There are the two pockets inside. It'd be great to take along your pens, your cell phone can slip in there, whatever you need to have with you. Business cards, you never know what you might need and you've got pockets for it. Again, for those instructions, go to allpeoplequilt.com/showmehow notebook cover.